Good afternoon, Santa Cruz County Public Media followers. Thank you so much again for meeting us in another of Meet Your Local Candidate segment. We're very excited, we're very happy, we're ready for election day because we already registered to vote, right, everyone? So remember, we still have time. We still have time until July 1st to register to vote. So go over, do it online, go to the county, go to the post office, do it online, but let's register to vote because we have amazing leaders in our community. They're running for places for either our city, for our county, and they're great, and it's great to get to know them. And with that being said, I want to also share with all of our amazing audience. You know, we're in Spotify, you know, we're in Roku TV, Amazon Fire, YouTube. We're in all those platforms, in TikTok and Instagram, but we are also going to be with Patagonia Regional Times. We're very excited to make this partnership with them on June 29. If you connect in June 29 with us through We Love Nogales, you will be able to see the Patagonia Regional Times. It's going to host the Sheriff Candidates Forum. This is very important, I think, for us as a community to get to know the leaders that are running for sheriff. We're gonna hear about them on June 29 from 2 to 4:30. I'm gonna say it again, from 2 to 4:30. And they will be at Tin Shed Theater in 304 Nogales Avenue in Patagonia. Doors open at 1:30. So if you have questions that you would like to ask beforehand, you can send them. And I know Edgardo in the background, he's sharing all this information. And if you don't know Edgardo is our founder in We Love Nogales, and he's the person that puts all these amazing interviews together, that works in We Love Nogales every single day to bring all this positive news. So he was also taking all this information and partnering with Patagonia Regional Times. Nisa Talavera, thank you so much for inviting us to partner. It is an honor for us to get to see the candidates, to provide a live event while they're there, because we can also take your questions, we can pass it to them, and if you have questions, you can send them to the editor. We're showing the website, we're showing all the information on our screen. And then again for July 13, we will be also partnering with Patagonia Regional Times to do the District 3 Supervisor Candidates Forum. So you will be able to see all the candidates for District 3 in July 13 from 2 to 4:30. And it will be again in the Tin Shed Theater and 304 Nogales Avenue in Patagonia. Doors will open at 1:30. You can send us the questions, you can send them the questions, but we want our community, we want everyone to get involved because again, this is what we want to have a community knowledgeable about our candidates, about our leaders in our community, and then, you know, to ask questions in case you have any for a specific candidates. Write it down too, and we will have the questions with us there. We will pass it to them. Thank you again, Patagonia Regional Times, for your partnership. We are excited. We are excited for Election Day, and we are excited to bring all of our candidates here in our We Love Nogales studio, because we want to make sure that if we can vote, that we vote this July 30th, or if we can vote early. And so just register to vote. We have until July 1st, about 2 more weeks. So let's get it done. And now I want to welcome Bettina Damon. Bettina Damon is running for district number 2. And I always get excited when I see, let me tell you, I get excited to have all of our candidates in We Love Nogales. But I also get a little bit more excited when we have some girl power here.
Yes.
And it's excited just because, you can also encourage.
Yes.
Sometimes our young or sometimes our audience, they might be running for next election because they will see you as an example, as a role model to run for like a specific leadership in our county. So welcome, Bettina.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. It is a pleasure.
Thank you.
I would love for you to tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and I really want to hear, why are you running for district supervisor? It is very nice to see female representation, and at the same time also to have representation overall, and see about what made you, what encouraged you to be here running.
Thank you. Well, as you mentioned, my name is Bettina Damon. I'm a school teacher. I teach first grade at Welty Elementary. Prior to that, I was teaching at Coronado Elementary. Everything that I did there was showing the students how to be leaders, how to being kind, trying to send out a positive vibes, positive characteristics. And anything that I did do was, and I still do, any extra activities out of school, on school, always pertain to the well-being of the community, making the community a better place, teaching them how to be respectful, how to respect the earth, how to respect each other, how to stay healthy, keeping active, trying to stay away from the bad things, and to grow up to be good leaders. I had decided long ago that one day I was going to run for supervisor.
Nice.
My father was the Santa Cruz County Supervisor for District 2 for 20 years. It was 5 terms.
20 years.
20
Wow.
years, and Robert Damon. And prior to that, he was on the city council. He was vice mayor and alderman at that time, which is a councilman. Wow. And I was always his sidekick. Yeah. Every day, at least maybe 3 times a week, I would go visit him at the county with my kids. I have 3 beautiful kids. Wow. And they're 2 in high school and one's graduated. She works at the county. And they've grown up with the same environment. So right. Being leaders is important, man or woman, female yes. or young man. Yeah. And whatever they do, I try to teach them leadership, as I do in school. So I always knew I would do it, but it wasn't based on, oh, I'm a woman, I'm going to show right. everybody that a woman can do it. It was just something that I've always wanted to do. Mm-hmm. Even if I was a male, I'd still be doing it, but mm-hmm. it's just so, I love the fact that people have come up to me and say, you are the first woman running for
yes.
a county supervisor.
Yeah, yeah.
And I will do the best that I can. What I represent is honesty, accountability. I completely I'm in support of collaboration. Mm-hmm. I don't think, yes, there's District 1, District 2, District 3, but I think in order to really make changes in this county, it needs to be a collaboration with all 3.
That's your teacher side.
That's my
right?
teacher side.
Yes, I know.
It is. You're not going to have the best on your own. Right. You don't know everything.
Right.
Everybody has a little bit more to learn. And I just think that with 3 minds thinking powerfully, you're going to have an outcome. Mm-hmm. And I noticed, in the past years, you have clicks here, clicks there, and that's not going to run a county or a city, mm-hmm. or the community. So I believe that if everybody can work united, and come up with ideas and ways to fix everything, to make changes, positive changes. I'm all about positivity.
Yes.
So, and it's everything that I do has to do with positivity and uniting.
That's great too. Yeah, that's great to know, and thank you for sharing that. Thank you for your work as a teacher. We as parents and appreciate it, and as the ones that we also have teach before, we know we appreciate that more. You know that what you're talking about, the unity, the getting together, the more people make more, you know, powerful minds. They support each other. So all those things at the end, you know, we teach that to the children in the classrooms. And as parents, we want them to hear that. So why not as an adults? You know, if this is what we're teaching as a parent, this is how we teach as teachers. Why not to have it in our society, in our county, in our city, you know? So what a great example.
And the thing, when I first started, well, I went to, I have my degree in business administration. I have my bachelor's degree in that. And I did do business for many years. I did produce and trucking, which is what the city thrives on.
Yes, yes.
And I did that for about 22 years. I ran an office. I was office manager. I was sales coordinator. So I know what it is to manage a company.
Right.
And reviewing data, reviewing statistics. So I had that part. But once I became a mom, things started changing, and I became that helicopter mom. Once I volunteered at school, I was there. I wanted to make sure that they were doing good. And that's when I decided, you know what, I think this is where I need to be. And I just loved it. I started subbing. And then I ended up, I was offered a job, and they were like, okay, you need to, I thought I was going to have to go back to school, which I thought was going to be impossible. And they were like, no, if you can pass these tests, you can teach. So I did. I passed every test that they required, the district required me to do. And I was teaching that, I went from subbing to teaching within a year.
Wow.
And I ended up with first grade, and I just love those first graders. And then I ended up being grade level leader in the years at Coronado. It's just, I'm so prone to lead.
Yes.
But in a not in a demanding, micromanaging type of way. It's just lead and guide everybody to unite everybody.
And Bettina Damon, I know you're here because you're running for supervisor for district number 2 in Santa Cruz County, but it's also, you know, how encouraging you're being right now, talking for, you know, sometimes the parents that watch us, they want to be teachers, the teachers that are going to school to teach, and they're always, you know, because I was a teacher too, overthinking about the testing for the state. But you're encouraging all of us, the public outside too, because you're mentioning you had your bachelor's degree in another, you know, in another area, but then you study, and then you got your certification through the Arizona Education Department, and then you teach. So how inspirational also, you know, to get to show all of our audience too, you know, if you want that path, you can also, you know, get in there. Yeah, so thank you for sharing that, because it is possible, and mostly right now that we are, you know, in need of so many teachers.
There is a great need for it.
Yeah.
And some people, like, you have your degree in another field, and it's just a matter of studying. You don't have to re-register for a 4-year career again. You just study and you get it done, and then here you go, you're doing what you love doing. So no, it's been a fun ride. It really has. I love it.
I'm sure you have a lot of tools como Mary Poppins sacándolas de la bolsa. So what made you say, you know, like, okay, like you mentioned, I'm ready, like this will be my year, but why those thoughts, like, about what were you thinking about, you know, our county, our district, the area, the families, your family? Like, what made you say, you know, like, I'm running for supervisor?
Well, it goes back to when my father was alive, and I always said, I want to do it. I want to do it. And then the years kept passing, and then I said, no, my kids are too young. And then it just got to the point where my kids were my number one fans. Were like, Mom, you got to do it now.
Right.
I am so. I don't like to hear. I don't want to see Santa Cruz County in the media. Any negativity. I just want that one day where it's an amazing county,
right,
and there's wonderful things going on there.
Right.
There's tourism coming to us.
Yes.
My son plays baseball, and my daughter's playing sports, volleyball, softball, and it just drives me crazy that we have to drive to other counties to help them financially when we have beautiful parks here that we can fix up, we can make it.
Yes.
So yes, we can earn money off of it also.
Yes,
We go to these baseball complexes, softball complexes, soccer, and we're going over there. We have to pay to get in. We have to buy the expensive drinks. We could be doing all that down here.
Yes.
We have my father's park, Damon Park,
Yes.
which I'm so proud of.
Yes.
And we can make so much more use out of it. So that is
Definitely.
one of my goals, and not just that park, but upgrade the other parks.
Exactly.
I'm honestly seeing children and the youth on phones 24/7. They need to go out and enjoy the outdoors, and that's the only way they're going to stay healthy. They're going to be healthy minded,
Right.
physically, and that's really important to me.
Yes.
So I just want positivity. I mean, everyone probably thinks, oh, that's a fairy tale world, but you know what? That's something Santa Cruz County needs.
Yes, and it's possible, more if if you encourage like your peers, the people that you're around, to have the same thoughts and having a solution. Like for example, like right now, that we always, and we love Nogales every time that we have our Meet Your Local Candidates, that we love to. This is your segment. This is your time for you to share with the community who you are, what are your thoughts, what are you doing to get to that leadership position. Where will you be around with the community to encounter open-ended questions? All those things. It's possible if we encourage everyone. First, if you can vote, to register to vote. If you can vote after you register to vote, to go and vote.
And actually do it.
And teach all those little baby steps, because it might be new for a lot of people that we have tourism, we have people moving back and forth. So it is important, even for people that have that knowledge already, and they might say, oh yes, just go and register to vote. What does that mean? Where should I go and register to vote? So the post office, the county, the internet, the website in the county, all those little pieces are important to share. Even if we sound repetitive, I am sure these elections we're gonna make history on having
I think
higher
voting.
Yes.
And then they can also register to vote on ADOT, az.now.
See,
they can do it there. So if you go to the
I
link,
didn't know. Yeah.
you can go
Perfect.
on there where you go register your for the registration
Yes.
for your car, get your license, address change.
That's another
You
way.
have the option right there to and I posted that on my Facebook page.
Great.
My personal Facebook page, Bettina Damon.
Okay.
And you can go find it on there too. You just click on the link and it's
Great.
super easy.
So we have no excuse.
No excuses not to vote.
Awesome.
So, and I do want the public to know that, yes, I love my teaching, but my true passion is trying to make Santa Cruz County a better place.
Yeah.
So I will be leaving the teaching career behind for
Yes.
that, because I need to focus
Of course.
on that. Supervisors get paid a good amount of money. So
Right.
I think you need to contribute back to and actually be there on a day-to-day basis.
Exactly.
And actually, it's a job, it's a career. I'm not running for the position. I'm running for the job.
Right.
And that's how I look at it. I'm not for the title. It's just about going in there and just working
True.
and being available to everybody. During a supervisor is responsible for having their office open for 40 hours per week. But it doesn't stipulate how many hours the actual supervisors need to be in there.
I see.
So I intend on being there. I mean, that's
Awesome.
what I
Thank
mean.
you.
The only time I'll probably leave is to chase my kids around for
Right.
baseball games, football, you know,
Yeah.
softball, volleyball. But
Right.
that's I plan on dedicating my time to the county.
Thank you for sharing that,
Yeah.
because that will be one of your plans, one of your goals. And will you like to share any other plan or any other goal? I heard when you mentioned about the parks, bringing more tourism into the park. So any other
Yeah.
let's say hopes and dreams or plans or any
Well, one of my main,
goal.
and it's not really like something to develop, but one of my main concerns with the county is I don't want to see families suffering, not getting jobs because they weren't qualified. They didn't have the exact skills that they needed. With the mine coming in with all the jobs that are supposedly opening up, I want Santa Cruz County to have the first opportunity at those jobs. If they're not skilled, I don't want them chased away because they're going to outsource other employees. I want to see construction companies getting the jobs. I want to see people getting the jobs from here. They should be the priority before all these new things are coming to Santa Cruz County. If you're not qualified, well, let's provide them with something to become qualified. Because like I mentioned, I have a degree in business administration.
Yes.
I didn't go to school for 4 years to teach, but because I studied,
Yes,
I was able to teach.
of course.
And I am a certified teacher.
Yeah.
So I just think that there should be opportunities given to the people in this community to not maybe, not necessarily a program here if we're not accessible to it or we can't bring it in, but at least give them information as to where they can go get it. And we need knowledgeable people on that.
Yes.
So that is my other main concern, and just keeping the environment healthy, safe, and doing whatever it takes to make sure everything is being followed.
Great, thank you. Thank you for sharing all those thoughts. Y sé que hablas español,
Yes,
entiendes
I
el
do.
español también, así que sabemos que si va alguien a hacerte una pregunta en español también, las vas a...
Sí, puedo hablar. Hay
Exacto.
veces que...
Pero te van a entender muy bien.
Oh, sí,
Y
me
tú
van
vas a entender a las personas, así que...
Yo entiendo todo en español.
Sí.
Puedo comunicar y hay veces tengo más confianza
En
de hablar
español.
en español.
Ajá.
Pero, y sí, cambio inglés, español. Pero
Así
sí.
somos aquí
Ajá.
en la frontera,
Pero sí entiendo
usamos el
todo.
Spanglish,
Sí.
así que perfecto. Y Bettina Damon, how are we gonna find your name in the ballot?
So, when you open up your ballot under Supervisor District 2, you'll find 3 of our names on there. I believe according to the sample ballot, my name is the first one. It should be in alphabetical order.
Alphabetical.
Yes,
Okay.
and it says Bettina Damon. Oh, you know what? It says Damon Bettina.
Okay.
So it'll be the first one.
Good. Okay. Awesome.
And if you're doing early ballot voting, you make sure you put it in the mail
Yes.
before, I believe, the 29th.
Yes.
So that is important. I know a lot of us
Yes.
will fill it out right when we get it, and it sits on the counter.
Yes.
So we
So
just-
it's important to fill
Just
it out.
and put it in.
Put it
And
inside.
you can also take it to, there's a drop box at the county.
Yes.
So you can also drive by and just put it in there too.
Awesome, thank you. And where can we see you if we want to hear more about you, our community that it's watching us? Will you be around District 2 to talk to the people, to
Yes.
the neighbors? Where can we find you?
I'm very open with reaching out to me via email or Bettina Damon for Supervisor
Okay,
at gmail.com.
great.
Or on my Facebook page, Bettina Damon, and you can send me any message. I'm open to meeting anybody.
Okay.
you'll see me walking around. I was knocking on doors and meeting I've met so many people.
That's awesome.
Campaigning. It's just trying to find the appropriate time to, because there's a lot of people that they don't want to open the doors. It's either too late or it's too early. So, but I'm accessible at any time. If somebody would like to meet with me, they can call me, email me, and I'll be there.
Thank you for sharing that. And I know also, and I would love to also address our audience on this topic, because I know we see a lot of our candidates. Again, this space, it's open for everyone. We welcome every candidate, every leader in the community, every small business or big business owner. This is our community, this is our Santa Cruz County, and we want to expand the knowledge of all of us, including myself, because I learn every single day different great things with our leaders, with our business owners, and it's a great platform where we can contribute, we can respect the thoughts of everyone, but we can also, if we have a question, they will get it to us. We'll distribute it, and at the same time, since we've been getting to get to know a lot of the leaders, I've seen some of banners, some small logos, stickers, magnets. So it's so important as a community member, as a civilian, as a person, even if we do not agree with a person it's talking about, or what they're saying, send them a message. All of our candidates, they have a Facebook where you can send them a private message or an email, but let's be all respectful, even outside on the streets too. Let's help out each other. Let's embrace each other. If we see a sign falling down and we're walking or we have time, let's contact the candidate. Let's pick it up if we can. Let's help out. I noticed recently one of the banners fell from the contrary candidate, and he helped out to put it back. Yeah. So it talks really good about our society, our community, us as a person. So we ask, because at the same time it's important to get to see all the names, because maybe if you're listening through Spotify or watching through We Love Nogales, but you didn't cut the names, it's great. It's great to see all those banners, all the effort that the families have been putting together to put those banners, to put all those stickers. So let's contribute, let's embrace each other, and let's help each other to have those banners not to look like they're being vandalized, but to pick it up, help each other, and be this community that we want, because it always will start with us. And I'm sure you can share with us.
Oh yes, I've pulled up so many banners helping them out. There was one, mine was, I don't know if it was knocked down, pulled down, whatever it was, but I went and I fixed it. And there was a candidate next to mine, and I kind of adjusted his too.
Yes.
And it's just, it does get very frustrating. We spend so much money on campaign material, and you have stickers torn off of cars. You have magnets being stolen. You have other signs that you wouldn't imagine being able to knock over, but they're knocked over. Right. So it's just, if the community sees anybody doing any damage or any harm to any candidate, let the candidate know that, you know what, I saw so-and-so, or I saw something, and you'll remain anonymous. Nobody needs to say anything, but at least people are acknowledging the fact that there's some damage being done, and it's not fair.
Right. No, we completely understand. And again, this is why, we have a space here, to let our candidates, share all the information, and for us as a society, as a community, embrace each other, help each other, and expand our knowledge about any information. And let's have all that parade of signs, because
it's so neat.
Yes, and it also gets you in the mood, like, oh my gosh, I need to register to vote, or oh my gosh, I need to send my ballot, or I need to fill out my ballot. Let's enjoy that moment, because then when it's time to be picked up, we're gonna be, around the area picking up our signs and everything.
Yes.
So, let's embrace the moment and help each other, help as a community. It always starts with us as a person, and then it goes long ways when we help each other. We're here to support our community. On that chair many other candidates have been sitting here, but we, at the end of the day, we say hi, we're friends, we collaborate, we're colleagues. And sometimes we don't have to agree, but respectfully, we agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. There shouldn't be any animosity.
Exactly.
There shouldn't be any. We're all doing what we want to do.
Exactly.
And however you do it, you do it. But I mean, just keeping the peace.
Exactly.
And I mean, it shouldn't be dirty.
Yes. No. Yes.
So
and that's what we want.
Just everybody's doing what they want to do.
Yes. Yes. And we will get there. We will have a great, embracing community, and great time for July 30th. I think we get excited as we see our community leaders coming here, as we see the signs, as we see other people, sharing information, passing flyers, passing information, or just introducing themselves. It's always great to get to know them, and for the candidates as well to get to hear about them and saying I want to be here because I want the community to get to know about myself. So with that being said, Bettina Damon for District number 2 in Santa Cruz County.
Yes.
Anything else that you would like to share with our community about yourself, about elections, about your work, your background? I know we touch a little bit of everything, but I don't want to leave anything behind.
One thing that I think that is really important as teachers, we have to undergo professional development.
Yes.
On sometimes a weekly basis, sometimes it's bi-weekly. And I think that as leaders and public workers, if you're going to be dealing with the public, that I think everybody should be continuously educated for 1 hour here, just,
Sure.
for professionalism, for ethics. It's just, you need to know how to work with your coworkers.
Sure, very important.
Need to, if you have a leadership role, you should know the how to work with your coworkers, with your employees. I think professional development, even as far as times are changing rapidly. Mm-hmm. There's continuously new things. I believe, even as far as the sheriff department, they should be continuous training, not periodically. I think it's something that should be done very, very consecutively.
Yes.
And I know a lot of people, even I do, as a teacher, I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to have another PD.
Yes. Yeah.
But in the long run, it helps us. It educates us more.
It does.
And I think every profession, every job, every career should have that, because there's changes continuously.
I agree. So important. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so important to have it on our district, on our city, on our environment.
Everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, professional developments, yes, they are important, even if we see them like, I could have beaten the instructions in the email.
Yes.
But we need that collaboration between colleagues too.
Yes,
so
you do.
how important it is, that human touch, the visualization,
the verbal, I mean, it's just something that should be, and that was from my business side, and then the teaching side. So
yes.
I think it's important. I really do, in all departments.
Great, and thank you, because then, if you are elected, you can also bring that collaboration, that leadership between,
between the departments.
Exactly.
and between all of the departments and within the department.
Exactly.
I think it's needed.
And because at the end, it's already there, you all will be all united at the same time, same meetings, same place, sharing information.
Yes.
So yeah, so that's great to know. Please have this moment to address our audience. Say your name, the district, encourage them, please, to vote. And this is your studio, Bettina. Thank you for coming in here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, of course.
I enjoyed it.
Yes, and we're happy to have you. But please, have a minute with our audience to share any of your information.
This, so many people have been talking about change, that it's time for a change. And the only way you're going to make that change is by voting. You are the one in control of making that change. We're here to represent ourselves. We're here to tell you our plans, our ideas. But in all reality, it is you, the public, the voters, need to go out and vote. Register. As Maritza said, you have until July 29th. No, sorry, July 1st. July 1st. And get out there and vote. You're the only ones that can make that change. I would greatly appreciate it if you voted for me, Bettina Damon, for Santa Cruz County Supervisor, District 2. That area covers the west side of Rio Rico, by Desert Shadows Middle School, Bracker, behind Meadow Hills Country Club, Valle Verde, Villahermosa, Chula Vista, and it runs up behind the high school. And Mr. C's, that area. And we need if you vote for me, I would be ecstatic. If you vote for someone else, that's fine. Just get out and vote. Make that change.
Yes, very important. And thank you for being with us. We will see you on social media as
Bettina Damon.
Bettina Damon.
Yes.
And we already share, and I know we will be sharing your information on our screen, your email as well. So thank you so much for being a teacher in our community. Thank you so much for running for a leadership position on our county. Thank you for representing us, the females. Yes. So to encourage, future candidates for next election.
For next election, anybody that feels that they have the power or the confidence to go out and run for one of these positions, they should do it.
Yes, definitely.
You're not going to lose, because you will gain a bunch of knowledge and experience that'll carry you to the next time.
Yeah, exactly.
So never give up.
No.
You just have to try to learn.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. And thank you for sharing that. And thank you for watching us in another segment of Meet Your Local Candidates. Thank you so much, Nisa Talavera from the Patagonia Regional Times, for partnering with We Love Nogales. Thank you for your work. Also, to get together all these local candidates on our county. Remember, the Sheriff Candidates Forum will be June 29 from 2 to 4:30. Doors will be opening at 1:30. It will be on Patagonia. And the information will be on our screen. And then July 13, we'll have District 3 Supervisor Candidates Forum. We Love Nogales and the Patagonia Regional Times will partnership together to get to know the District 3 Supervisor Candidates Forum. Thank you very much, Santa Cruz County. Thank you very much to all of our audience that watch us all over the world, because we do receive your messages. We do read them, we acknowledge, and thank you for making us a stronger community, a positive community. And we will see you again soon in another segment of Meet Your Local Candidates. Don't forget to register to vote. We have 2 more weeks. Thank you for watching us. Hasta luego. Bye.